We've got Chris Sickle from Ernst Young joining us now to talk about the Asset Managers Confidence Index. Chris, thank you very much for your time. It's a quarterly index. What are or how are fund managers feeling about the current environments? Is there a drop in confidence?
Yeah, Bronwyn, thanks for having me. There has been a drop in confidence for the last quarter, and I think for the last 3 quarters in a row. The overall confidence for both large and small managers have moved from 77 index points out of 100 to 70. I think the largest drop has come from small managers. And so, yeah, in the long-term average is 84 index points. So I think it's less than ideal operating conditions for asset managers. And I don't think it's surprising given the volatility in the market for the last quarter.
What is the biggest concern that fund managers are tabling?
I think based on the index, we're probably looking at the inflows. Also, what we do measure is the amount of money coming into the managers, amount of new money. We've seen a significant decline in that over the last quarter.
Chris, I'm just going to ask you, do you have a cell phone in your pocket? Because we're not going to be able to get through this interview if you can just turn it off. This is the beauty of live television. We've got to take it as it is. This is your slice of reality this evening. In terms of the Eurozone, just coming back to that theme, is there a feeling that the Eurozone could fall off a cliff? We are at the moment obviously seeing markets rally in the feeling that we've got Angela Merkel and Nicolas Sarkozy about to save the situation in the Eurozone, but surely that risk still exists. Yeah,
for sure, Ron. That risk will always be there. I think given where the market is at, I mean, there's so much uncertainty at the moment, I mean, especially in the Eurozone, so every day something changes. So I think that's a big concern for our market as well, because it seems to have a ripple effect for us as well.
Coming back to South Africa, are you sector specific in your survey? Are there some sectors that fund managers are more bullish on than others?
Our survey unfortunately looks at the asset management fundamentals as a whole, so we don't actually really focus on specific sectors. I mean, what we do focus on in the survey is around product demand, and what we find is that from investors are looking more from a product demand perspective. They're finding that balanced funds and absolute return funds are on the rise.
What for you is the biggest takeaway from the survey and the research that you've done?
I think the biggest takeaway is that the conditions are not ideal. I mean, it has been tough for the asset management industry for the past quarter, and I think we shouldn't ignore that. I mean, when the markets take a drop, I mean, we're not too far removed from 2008. So investors they're a little bit more cautious and more risk averse, and tend to put most of their money into the money market at this time.
Chris, thanks very much for your time this evening. Chris Sickle from Ernst Young.